Yeah, so after the Young Bucks won and so the bell already rang, they went and tried to set up Penta for their BTE trigger. So as they were about to do that, you had Kingston running in to make the save. So initially that was unusual because number one, you're thinking, okay, the Mox and Eddie Kingston and Young Bucks feud should be like kind of over. But no, I guess we're continuing that, and that he went and saved Penta and Pac, which, when Eddie had that family stable, that he had a big falling out with Penta and Ray Phoenix. But they did address that. So you had they did like a backstage promo like way after, but we're just gonna go to it now, and that was Pac and Penta interviewing, and then when Eddie Kingston came in, Pac was like, we don't need you to save us. Like, why did you do that? And don't think I forgot, like, what, a year ago, what happened, blah, blah, blah. And then Kingston was basically saying, like, enemy of the enemy is my friend, that kind of deal. So, at the end, who does he hate more? He hates the Young Bucks more, so that's why he's helping them. So we're going to see what's up with that. Maybe because Ray Phoenix is injured, and I don't know how long. Maybe they'll just put Eddie Kingston into that trio there. But again, it's going to be weird because they really, the Triangle and Kingston really did not like each other. So we're going to see how that works out. The next segment, I believe that was with Mark Henry. So you had Mark Henry and Tony Schiavone came out. This is kind of like his debut on Dynamite thingy. Obviously he's not wrestling, but Mark Henry is going to be one of the commentators for AEW new show Rampage. And just want to say about Rampage, I hope it does really well, because usually Friday shows don't do well, and it's going to be run after SmackDown. So my thing is that I don't know how many people want to watch that much wrestling at one time if you do watch SmackDown and then that late. So hopefully it does well. I mean, I plan to try to watch it, even though I definitely work Fridays. And so anyway, he was just very, very short interview with him, and then Tony Schiavone asked Mark Henry, like, I also like that Mark Henry, he was like, well, why are you here, or whatever, and he's like, well, I'm not here to fix AEW because AEW isn't broken. And I was like, I like that answer. So Tony did ask him, a lot of fans want to know, will you like be back in the ring to wrestle? And Henry was like, I'm not going to say yes right now, but he's like, well, look at me, I'm ready. I'm ready for when the time comes, basically. So and Mark Henry, he looked really good. So that was cool. And then afterwards was probably the best part of the episode. All right, so afterwards you had Vicki Guerrero come out, and she's like, excuse me, whatever, and then everybody was booing so hard. That had to have been the loudest that people were reacting on this episode. She comes out, everyone is just straight up booing, and she keeps saying like, excuse me, trying to get them to shut up, trying to get the audience to shut up. And whatever she was talking about, I'm telling you, it was very hard to hear her. And she was saying like that she had someone new with her, blah blah blah. And then she went and said it was Andrade, but again, everybody was booing so hard. You could not hear a single thing she was saying. But whatever happened, the camera zooms onto the ramp, and who walks out? It's friggin' Andrade. Now I want to tell you this. I was at work when I watched this. Now, at work I cannot be on the phone too long, so I knew AEW was on, so I was like, let me just go see 5 minutes. Well, what's going on right now? And I happened to turn it right onto that spot. Right after Guerrero said her thing, he walked out of the rampway. That's where I was on TV, watching TV. I literally I had my phone, and I literally yelled out, oh my God, is that Andrade? Like, so loud. And this is after my store closed, so this is just coworkers around me. And they're looking at me, they're like, what? And I was like, Andrade just made his debut? And then my other coworker was like, that's just Christine watching her wrestling stories. That was just so great. So yeah, Andrade came in and he walked into the ring and he cut a very short promo basically saying that, you know, that he's finally here and that he wants to be the face of the company. And that was it. He just said something just really quick. So let me just say a few words about that. I am unbelievably happy, and it's so cool that Andrade got there. Now, I want to do a little bit of criticism because I know a couple people agree with me. I wish his debut was a little bit better. I wish it was like how Kip Sabian introduced Miro. Like I think that was so cool. You know how he was like, yeah, you know, this is my best man, and then you hear the music, and then you see the name, and then Miro comes out. I was hoping that Vicki was going to do the same thing. I'm not sure why they went with that. Have her say his name first when nobody could hear her, and then Andrade comes out with no music or anything. So he just came out just whatever. That's my small criticism. All right. Otherwise, it was great. I still like that he debuted. There was so much love and hate on the internet for him for that. That's just really cool. I can't wait to see what he's going to do in the future. Very sure he's going to immediately go after Kenny. So we're going to see about that. Yeah, just like I said, that is just so cool, and I'm happy that happened. Now, another people, I did have a couple friends that are like, why didn't he debut as Joker at Double or Nothing? So my thing on that is that they didn't talk about the Joker too much because I think they wanted Lio Rush to have a big debut on a big stage like a pay-per-view, and you know the Joker card don't always have to be someone huge. Just like with Matt Sydal, sometimes you just want to or even like Ethan Page, right? You just want to have that another signed wrestler that's just going to be on your roster and they're going to do a good job, but they're not these like 5-star names like Andrade, for example. So, and I also knowing that that the Friday episodes aren't going to be that great, I think they just wanted to do this pop now, so then people are going to tune in next week for Friday. So anywho, that's just my thoughts on that. I liked it, so I was fine. I was so happy. I posted it all over Twitter, blah blah blah. All right, so just wanted to also note that right after this, the show. I know people are like, the show sucks. Well, the show did kind of went downhill. I think it was expected and done maybe on purpose because after the first hour, I think people are like, I gotta go to bed and go to work or whatever. So but otherwise, whatever. Matches were fine. Next, I'm gonna go very quickly because I didn't even watch it that well. I'm sorry, guys. You have Cody and Lee Johnson versus Ogogo and QT Marshall. I really thought the factory was going to lose on this one because they really need to win if they want to keep looking good, because you just got Ogogo that lost at Double or Nothing, which I still believe was not a great choice. But at this match, Ogogo went, and so it was QT and Cody in the ring, and ref got distracted. You had Ogogo went and punched Cody in the face, would completely knocked him out. QT pinned Cody, the factory win. So you have that. They were like, big win for the factory. I wonder if they did that so that Cody could be taken out for leave or whatever. Yeah, good that factory won, but I would really rather have Ogogo won in singles by himself. So we're gonna see what happens after this, because I don't know. I still think Ogogo losing was not the best idea, but what are you gonna do? And then let's see. And then after this, you have Christian Cage, Jungle Boy versus Private Party. You can hear it in the crowd, and I'm very sure out there too. And like when I was in the crowd, I think right now Jungle Boy is the most over right now. I mean, people are just crazy cheering for him. So decent match. You had the real tag team Private Party, and they keep telling you that they're ranked, and you just have the quick made up team of Cage and Jungle Boy. But who do you think was gonna lose here? Of course, you're trying to put Christian and Jungle Boy as over as possible. So of course they won. Private Party lost. the crowd cheered for joy for Jungle Boy, and yeah, I wonder when Jungle Boy is going to leave Jurassic Express, because even though that trio is super cute, I think for Jungle Boy to, you know, to get better, he needs to change his gimmick eventually. I'm not saying now, because he's very cute right now. This whatever he's doing, this is awesome. But yeah, he needs to go single, and I don't know how we're gonna do that. But that'll be for another time. He don't need to do that now. He's fine right now. Let's see. Right after that, what do we got? We had Red Velvet versus Allie Bunny. You know, great women's matchup. I think unfortunately I did not watch this match too well. I think Red Velvet went and did a spot that looked very painful, a suicide dive if I'm correct. But hopefully Red Velvet's okay. She may have gotten hurt, kind of like with Ricky Starks. Maybe hurt her neck a little bit. But see, Red Velvet is so flexible and really in shape, so maybe she's okay. So, who actually won this? I'm gonna say, if it's not, we're gonna edit this out. I don't remember. Red Velvet. So yeah, so it was Red Velvet that won this match, and yeah, there you go. But a decent match. It's just I just didn't really watch this. Same for the main event. I did watch a main event, which was Nick Commorado of the Factory versus Dustin Rhodes. So you have another Factory family match. This was the bull rope match. So it's basically, if you don't know what that is, it's basically like kind of like the dog collar match, but instead you just have the rope tied to your wrist, so you can't like escape from each other. You know, a great match. It's just that you know, sorry guys, I'm not really super into Commorado, so wasn't really into this, and but the match was fine. Like, obviously you're here to have Dustin try to make Nick look really good. Dustin won at the end, because of course you're gonna have your veteran win, and of course you want your, you know, the face, the Nightmare Family to win. So that was expected, but Nick Commorado did look good even in defeat here, and especially Commorado being like a really new wrestler. Expected that he's not gonna, you know, unless you're someone like Ogogo, right, where they're trying to push to the moon, even though he lost by Cody. Nick, who's very new, you know, we're not expecting him to win these huge matches yet. So yeah, there you go with a very quick summary of Dynamite. Like I said, with Friday, which I have to work, I can't really watch it as well as I would like to, but. Otherwise, a very good episode. I've already said this on Twitter. Not every episode is going to be 5-star, and we just got off a Double or Nothing, so you're trying to just either establish new stories or just put more information on the stories before. Good morning. This is Shining Polaris. How you guys doing? This is going to be my short recap and thoughts on yesterday's AEW Dynamite. As you know, Dynamite is going to be airing on Fridays for a few weeks due to NBA, I believe. So, yeah, so we got that going on. But I just want to make an announcement that I am very happy that yesterday morning I was able to score myself, right here, some Impact tickets for Slammiversary. So yes, that was totally unexpected, because I thought they were going to announce those ticket sales after Impact's pay-per-view next week, Against All Odds. But no, I think they just randomly said, we're going to sell them on Friday. Like, they let you know on Thursday Impact episode, or maybe not even on the episode, I think maybe just on their Twitter. And then exactly the next day on Friday, they were going to sell them at 8 or 9 o'clock, depending on where you are. It was crazy. So, and it's very limited tickets, so I was already on my computer, ready to buy it, and I was so happy that I was able to score tickets. So, I will be attending my first Impact show ever, and that will be in Nashville. So, I'm still deciding if I'm going to fly down there or if I'm going to drive, because I am not terribly far, but I don't like driving. So, anyhow. But thank you guys and I posted that on Twitter, and I got a lot of comments and positive responses. So very cool. Thank you guys for, you know, supporting my adventures. So with Dynamite, I just want to also say about the episode, and I'm sure Friday episodes going on, that I see a lot of criticisms for this because it wasn't the greatest episode ever, which I totally agree, okay? Like, you know, I love AEW, and I know that sometimes they don't, I don't want to say they don't put on the greatest show, but not every show is going to be 5 stars. So, like, you know, it's right after Double or Nothing. It's on Friday, late, you know. I don't think our expectations should be like super high because it's not Wednesday, you know, it's Saturday. I mean, it's Friday instead. So anyhow, even myself, because I worked till midnight, so I watched the episode one time before bed, and you know, so I'm just gonna recap it real quick. So the first match you had was the Young Bucks versus Death Triangle, Pac and Penta. And I guess they said that, you know, Rey Fenix is hurt. Who knows for how long? You know, so sad. It's like Double or Nothing is his curse. So to like make sense why he's going to be gone, they just said that Young Bucks attacked him, but they don't have footage of it. I love how they said that. That was really funny. I'm very sure they'll think about it for their BTE show or whatever. But yeah, so that match was obviously very good. Actually, that's probably the best match of the day. And you know, you got your usual interference from everyone from the Elite. You know, Brandon Cutler trying to do his thing. Good Brothers also try to distract, but then Kazarian, which I enjoy Kazarian's character. He's called the Elite Hunter or Elite Killer. I think it's Elite Hunter. So he goes and he just beats up the Good Brothers to take them out. Yes, for Kazarian's role right now. I mean, is he going to appear in Impact to go after Don and the Good Brothers? I would like to see that, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure where that's going. But just to see him pop up in and beat everyone down, it's great. You know, just keep doing your thing, Cass. Yeah. So then after all of that interference and blah blah blah, you had Young Bucks that win. Of course, with it, they're not going to lose for a while.